guys, it's your girl Tiff. Welcome to the Change Talk YouTube channel, the official YouTube channel of Awakening Change Counseling Services. Join us here every Thursday night at 9 p.m. where we'll talk about a host of topics related to behavioral health, leadership, and self-care. Don't forget to hit the button to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends and followers. I'll see you guys soon. Hello. I don't know why I can't get, there we go. How are you guys? It is once again Thursday night. Welcome to another episode of Change Talk. If we haven't met before, my name is Dr. Tiffany Jenkins, and I am the founder and CEO of Awakening Change Counseling Services. And this is Change Talk. It's a weekly vlog where I come on live and we talk about a number of topics relevant to self-care. Hey, Kia. We talk about self-care. We talk about leadership. We talk about behavioral health. We talk about all types of things, right? And September, and as you're coming in, talk to me. I like people to talk to me and say hi to me and all of those things. September is National Self-Care Month, and we've been talking a little bit. If you know me, you know self-care is like my bag. I wrote a whole book on self-care, and there are actually a lot of dimensions in self-care. Last week I had the pleasure. Hey, Keisha Michelle, how are you? I had the pleasure of speaking with a really good friend of mine, Kirsha Fortuné, who talked to us about occupational self-care, and we talked about toxic workspaces and toxic work environments. And I am still getting feedback from folks who were saying how grateful they were to have that conversation. So if anything that we say tonight or in any of the other shows resonates with you, I love to hear that. So shoot me a text or a DM or a message or whatever the case may be, and just let me know how the content is resonating with you. I think tonight is going to be another one of those nights. I said in all of our advertisement that tonight we are going to church, and tonight we are going to church. Tonight we're going to talk about spiritual self-care. And let me bring the good elder in the room. Let me bring the good elder in the room. Come on in the room.
All right.
Hey, so
how are you?
Hey, Tequino. Thank you for joining me. This is my sister from another mister.
All right.
The Right Reverend Dr. Elder. You knew I was gonna cut up.
Hello.
Elder Danielle Paul. She is, first of all, she's a big sis to me. Woman has a heart of gold, and she is one of the only two people on the planet that I trust my logo to. So when you guys see me out and I have embroidered, like she's got on right now, she kind of showing off. When I have the Awakening Change, my polos and my button ups, it's all from this lady right here. Because I know it's going to be quality, but not only that, she is, she just cool peoples, but she also happens to be a licensed elder in the Lord's church.
In the Lord's church. Hallelujah.
So what I wanted to do is bring her on tonight as we start talking about spiritual self-care. Hey, Sharon, thanks for joining us. We want to talk about spiritual self-care, but before we do all of that, I'm all hype. I'm a little excited. Tell the people who you are and what you do and all that good stuff.
Oh my God. So good evening. My name is Elder Danielle Paul, and I am the CEO and founder of For Him Ministries, LLC. We were established in May of 2016 through a dream, vision, conversation between God and I, dealing with my desires of wanting to be married and placing and searching and wanting and looking and needing a man. And when God said, when you begin to search for me and I become your him, then you will find the him that your heart desires. Hence the word him. And HIM is actually an acronym for Honor, Integrity, and Mission. And from that, we have birthed a business ministry. We do custom embroidered shirts. We do custom apparel, custom gifts. I have also authored 2 books. And thanks to Dr. Tiff, I am back in school for my doctorate, watching one of her
Woo!
podcasts, one of her vlogs. She convicted me because she told me that very few, very, very, very few of us have doctorate degrees, and we have a very small window. And so it inspired me to get my tail back in school.
Yes.
So I'm here again, pursuing my doctorate degree in ministry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And just a phenomenal person to boot. She puts up with me, so she's got to be pretty okay,
Good
right?
evening. Yes.
So let's start with
Oh Lord.
why does everybody do that? I'm
Because
homeless.
with you be coming with some stuff. You be like, what?
No,
All
okay.
right, go ahead.
We're
Just
gonna ease
go.
in. Let's talk about, because you are also the hostess with the mostest for the upcoming launch party, which is on this
Saturday.
Saturday. Good Lord, October's here already.
Mm-hmm.
This Saturday, I want you to talk a little bit about that launch party and what it is and what your kind of vision for that was, and tell the people what that is.
Okay. So about October 2018, actually a little bit before, but maybe September, October. I and I'm not super deep, so don't think I'm super deep and super spiritual, right? But God does speak to me, so I have to just put that out there. He does speak to me. So He would speak to me one day, and He said 10-4. He was saying something, and my response to Him was 10-4. And we know that 10-4 in CB land or trucker land generally means I understand or I got it. So what happened that in 2018, October 4th, I had what I thought was going to be a one-time, one-day Bible study in my house with a couple of women from church. We're going to have some food, we're going to talk about God, have a small worship experience, and then send you all home.
Mm.
Well, here we are 4 years later, and we have been having 10-4, and 10-4 has been evolving. And so this year, because of course COVID took over last year, and like we were not getting together. Sorry, I'm not coming to see you. You're not coming to my house. I don't know what's going on, so you're not coming. But 2021, God said revive it, and so He laid on my heart to launch 6 amazing women. And I was just like, all right, sir, like who's going to pay for all that? Like I'm not paying for all that. And interestingly enough, and not interesting in a bad way, but true to God's form, God has provided this entire event. So it is a launch where we are going to present 6 amazing women to the world, of which Dr. Tiff, of course, is one of the 6 amazing women. I am so honored to be the hostess. I just believe that God has an amazing story from each one of these ladies that He's going to deliver to us all on the second. So the event is on October 2nd from 1 to 5 at the amazing New Covenant Church of Philadelphia, located at 7500 Germantown Avenue in the Chestnut Hill part of Philadelphia. Tickets are only $10. We are only going to have 100 people in person because we are very conscious of COVID and the Delta variant and all the other variants that are out there right now. And for those who cannot attend in person, we are having a virtual experience as well. Same price, $10. One of the great things of coming in person, though, is one of those who was being presented, Lisa Smith, is an amazing baker. When I say amazing, I didn't get this COVID weight from COVID per se. I got this COVID weight from Lisa's banana pudding. So she
Mm.
has amazing, amazing desserts. And so I'm excited to be able to host these amazing women who have a story to tell.
Yes, it's gonna be so
Yeah.
much fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't wait because I remember when you told me initially about
Mm-hmm.
10-4,
Mm-hmm.
and I was there that night,
Mm.
and I
Wow.
saw how everybody got wrecked. And I kindly put my little church finger up and slid out the dough. And like 3 hours later, y'all was still going in.
Listen,
So
listen.
yeah. Hey Rakia, how are you? Um, so yeah, I have the flyer up on the screen right now for those of you who have not been following my social media pages, and like, why not? Where have you been? But okay, I'll
I
forgive you.
know, right?
Um, The information is up here, and it is also available. It'll be on all of my social media pages. Even if you can't come out in person, I love the virtual ticket because
Yeah.
now people who are not necessarily local can still participate and partake in all of the awesomeness that I just really believe that Saturday is going to bring. I'm going to be giving away something. I'm not telling y'all what it's going to be. You got to be there and show up and talk to me, and you'll find out what I'm giving away. But I'm giving away a special gift to one lucky lady who is in attendance. So why don't y'all
Exciting.
come on out? Come on out.
Yeah.
Y'all not doing nothing better on Saturday. So just come on and join us. So tell me, and wait, Rakia Paul Butler is on here
She
right
is.
now, and she is from the Gift Goddess Boutique, so she's gonna be there too. So thank you for joining us, Rakia. Can't wait to see you and get to hang out with you on Saturday. Um, tell me why a little mental health provider like me, Rakia said, yes, come out. That's right. That's right. Tell the people. Tell the people. Um, you have all of these folks, right? And
Right.
this is, make no mistake about it, this was a divine assignment, or is a divine assignment for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So most people in the church don't like people like me, right?
Mhm.
They don't like mental health providers because like that's some other stuff. So why was it important to have, I know the answer to this cuz you told me when we talked, but
Mhm.
why was it important for you to have a mental health provider be part of this type of event? Why was that important for you?
Well, number one, you're not just any mental health provider. Let's just be clear. Let's just be clear and put that out there.
Hey.
A mother comes with power, and I know this. But the truth of the matter is, we need mental health in the church. I think we have lied enough to ourselves,
Mhm.
and we spiritualized the unknown enough to ourselves. So we just need to have the real talk and the real conversation. Truth of the matter is, mental health is true, is real, and it's true.
Mhm.
And it's even better when you have a believer who is a professional, and not some, I think I might know a little bit of something, but I know for a fact that you know what you know and you know the Lord. So when you speak to me, I not only receive you mentally, emotionally, but I receive you spiritually as well. And so it was important for me to let us know that there is a safe space in the mental health where we can go and deal with our issues and stop acting like, oh, God's just going to heal it. He's not just going to heal it. There is work that you have to do. There are things that you have to resolve. There are truths that we have to own. And we're not going to own it in the church. We're going to own
Hey.
it in the couch. We're going to own it
Hey.
on the phone. We're going to own it on the Zoom. We're going to own it in conversation. But we're not going to own it sitting in the pews. And so we need to know that there is a space that we can go to where we know that I don't have to worry about her gossiping about me. I'm not going to find my information on social media or in some vague but not too vague blog. She's
Mhm.
going to deal with you where you are and leave it there and help you get beyond the brokenness in your life. And so you absolutely, hands down, was not going to have the option of telling me no. You were going to
Oh.
be there. So
Oh.
absolutely, you're going to be there. And plus, I know Mama, and I know Mama loves me. So
Oh Lord. Don't
I
start. I don't
know
think
Mother loves
I don't
me.
know if she's on or not tonight,
We
but
got to
yes,
cap her, wake her up, Mother.
you have spoiled my mother, so I don't think I could have
Absolutely,
told her I told you no and gotten away with it. So, yeah.
absolutely.
Um but you know what, that is so, you know me. That's a
Mhm,
soapbox issue for
mhm,
me, right?
mhm.
Like it's okay to have Jesus and a therapist,
Right,
right?
right.
Because even when we look in scripture, we
Mhm,
see that we are transformed not by what we do, not by how many church services we attend, but we're
mhm.
transformed by the renewing of our minds. And that's
Absolutely.
really all counseling or therapy is really being transformed by like changing our minds about some situation that we find ourselves in, whether it's not being stressed, whether
Mhm,
it's, not being judgmental, whether it's not sitting in our trauma and
mhm.
really working through it. It all kind of works together. So what is spiritual self-care to you? Like when you hear that, what is that, what does that feel like to you? What does that look like?
So in my MDiv program, I learned the art of silence. And we as Black people can't stay in silence. We have to have TVs on, radios on, across streets going by. Like we just can't sit in silence. But and when we do, we have to face our realities, and that scares us. But in school, I learned the art of silence. And in silence, I get to hear my thoughts. I get to center myself. I get to find peace within myself. I get to resolve my issues. I get to say, you know what? I think I might need to get some help on that because I really can't deal with that. Or I never really dealt with that trauma in my life. So I need to go talk to somebody. Hence Dr. J, right? We need to stop acting like if the TV's not on, then I can't sit still. And our attention span is ridiculously short. So on top of not sitting still, if I do sit still, it's for 2 seconds, right? And I got to
Mhm.
go to bed when I'm drop dead tired. The idea of thought of just laying and just praying silently scares us.
Ooh, you making some folks mad. You mean to tell me I ain't got a he who was and is to come and he coming in the
Listen,
Honda and leaving in the Nissan? I ain't got to do all
listen.
of
Now
that.
sister can go in and see Jesus and shout with the best of them, right? But at the end of the day, I find that I reach God most in that quiet space where there's no distractions. I'm not competing for the most professional shouter, the most choreographed shouter.
Yes. Yes.
You be like, now you're not shouting, you showing off. Sit down,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You didn't learn that footwork just right now. That's something you practice at
That
home.
wasn't a quick download. That was
Listen,
some
like,
one, two
come on
step.
now, right? You got a whole twist and split. Like, that ain't
Mm-hmm.
God. But
Mm-hmm.
it's in the silence that we find God the most. And it's in that, I dealt with this class last week on hearing God. And we get distracted by sounds. We're looking for God for the big thunder and applause, and we're looking for God in the rain and the storm, like Elijah was saying. And God said, no, it's in the stillness, in the smallness of my voice that you will hear me.
Yep.
So, like, sit down somewhere and
Yes.
listen,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Right.
Because
So,
here's the thing. I think even in therapy, we want these big like
hmm
aha moments,
hmm
right? And nobody, right?
hmm
Tell her go ahead and preach. Tell her go ahead and preach a while. She could go.
listen, you tell Sam Paul, sit down. That's my daddy.
She can preach. Go ahead, Daddy. Tell her preach. I still struggle with not being in silence, certain, but being still for more than. Here's the thing,
Yeah.
right? We've got so many scriptures.
hmm
I challenge you. Now,
hmm
y'all know I'm crazy and I cut up, but I love me some Jesus, right? So
Amen.
for
Yes,
the
she does.
and it- we I challenge you to look at how many times God
hmm
speaks with all of this mysticism and wonder and extraness versus how many times God speaks in a still small voice.
hmm
Look how many psalms there are that look and talk about the way that God reveals himself in nature.
hmm
I can't see that if I'm running, if I'm
Right.
stressed out, if I'm overworked, if I'm doing all of these other things,
Right.
I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss the connection of and the true understanding of what David was talking about when he said, "As the deer pants
Right.
for the
Right.
water, so
Right.
my soul longs for you." Like I'm not gonna get the connection. I'm gonna be like,
Right.
"What? Huh?
Right.
What that
Right.
mean? Like, what do you mean he no, sit and watch. Like
Right.
maybe turn on National Geographic and turn the sound off and just watch every now
Listen,
and then.
listen.
Like it doesn't have to be so deep and like mystical.
Yeah.
And I think that's why this a whole we ain't ready to go into a whole nother conversation. But I think that's why we miss God so much
Yeah,
because we
absolutely.
looking for these big things. I say all the time, Peter is my like if there was a whole reincarnation thing, I think I'm Peter just in 2021. Cause like when Peter got stuck walking on the water, Peter didn't start with "Oh thou most great,"
Mhm.
you
Mhm. Mhm.
yo, I'm
Yep.
drowning, help me,
Yeah.
like bro,
Yep.
over here,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And I think we forget that simplicity. We lose that simplicity
Yeah.
trying to be how do old folks you say so heavenly minded, we're no earthly good,
Mhm. Mhm.
right? And
Mhm.
so I think that peace, that stillness is so important and something that we miss because
Yeah.
it's like it's that unsuspecting thing that brings
Mhm.
us the most gives us the most feedback, the most return on our investment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that. How do you what you kind of talked about this a little bit, but do you see a connection in ministry between mental health, I'll just say in general,
Mhm.
and like faith and ministry? Like, what do you think that looks like?
No matter what you do in life, it requires faith, right? I have to believe that me talking to you is going to help me deal with my situation. So that's a faith walk. And believing that
Mm-hmm.
you're the one that's capable to help me dig into my heart to find the hidden drawers that I locked away my pain so that we can unleash it, address it, resolve it, move forward, right? That's a
Mm-hmm.
faith walk. I think my biggest issue or my biggest aha or my biggest, oh my God, I need to get activated was when I began to see pastors committing suicide because they would not address
Yes.
the issues, right? Or they spiritualized it and said, "Oh, well, God's going to fix it." Yeah, yeah, but see, there's a part that you have to do, and I think that we forget that pastors are human. So my heart
Mm.
bleeds for pastors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no place for them to go to just unload and still be a pastor
Mm-hmm.
or be a leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they take on and take on and take on and never get to release until they explode. And then we're like, oh my God, how dare he or how dare she? But when they were screaming and yelling and crying, you ignored it
Nobody
and said,
heard it.
oh, well, they're the pastor, they can feel it and deal with it. But they're still human. And so
Mm-hmm.
we need people in the mental health field who are sensitive enough to know how to dig into their heart without being offensive, right? And
Yes.
without make them feel like they're less than because they have these issues. Because they're the truth of the matter is, it's real.
Oh yeah.
It's real, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not demonic. We've made it. Oh well, in the Bible, the people who were crazy were demonics. Did you look outside? Just watch the news. That's something to make you crazy. Did you go to work today? It's enough to make you crazy. So it's not demonic. It's just life,
Mm-hmm.
and I need help.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Absolutely. And you know what? There's trauma in the Bible, though.
absolutely,
There's like
absolutely,
there's just read it. Just close your eyes and pick any book in the Old Testament. I guarantee you, somebody you're gonna see a trauma story. Something like
absolutely.
I think what you said is important, that it's not demonic. Like, we've
Right.
got to change the language
Yeah.
around that, because like you
Hmm.
said, we're losing leaders
Right.
who are afraid to be vulnerable because it's going to be held against them.
Hmm.
Kersha, you want to preach too? Kersha getting ready to preach too.
Listen, David
Kersha said,
was my
"Take David,
dude. I
come on,
love
let's in the
David.
room." Like, there's so much trauma and drama and rejection and all
Yeah.
of that in
Yeah.
just David's story.
Yeah.
But what we also see in David's story is something that clinically we call post-traumatic growth.
Hmm.
That even after everything that he went through, he still goes down as being a man after God's own heart.
Absolutely.
Right. And he still was
Absolutely.
able to do the things that he was called to do. And, through his bloodline, we got a whole bunch of blessing.
Right.
Kersha said, listen, yes, it's there's
Yeah.
thing. I truly believe that everything that we need can really be found in the word of God. If you go looking for it, if you know where to
Absolutely.
look for it, like,
Absolutely.
it's everything there. But I ain't the preacher, you the preacher.
Well, now I
So
wouldn't say that, but we're gonna go ahead on past that. Let's come on. Let's keep it moving. We're
we
not
go,
done
yeah,
yet.
we go.
We got a bit more time.
Who this say? From trauma to triumph. See, that'll preach.
Listen, that's a preacher.
Legina,
That's a
that'll preach.
pastor right there. Now that's a pastor.
Oh, okay,
She's
Pastor.
trying to
See,
hide behind her name. That's a pastor.
okay, Pat. See, we got all the
You
folks in
got
the
some
room tonight.
heavyweights on here tonight.
We got this is convocation tonight. That's what this is.
Hallelujah.
We having
Hallelujah.
convocation. Turn to your neighbor. No, let me stop.
Say,
Um,
okay.
no, but I think this is, this is when we talk, this is
Mm-hmm.
something that we can go on for like
Mm-hmm.
ever,
Mm-hmm.
talking about, because it is so important that we realize that we are multifaceted beings. We were
Mm-hmm.
created in the image and likeness of God, and if he got three parts, then we got more than just this one
Mm-hmm.
part
Mm-hmm.
that we need to that we need to address. So I think it's really, really important that we change our language, for one,
Yeah.
and that we partner with one of the things that I love most about you is one, you my kind of crazy. So, we good, but we have the type of vibe where we can talk about this kind of stuff, but we can also talk about the news. We
Mhm.
can send crazy gifts back and forth.
Mhm.
We can, talk business. We can do
Right.
all of that. And I think those are the types of relationships that need to happen. I guess I'll say across the aisle between mental health professionals and spiritual professionals, because that's really
Yeah.
what you are,
Yeah.
and ministers. So I would say that I wish that more folks would be willing to form these types of friendships and relationships to just kind of make ministry and therapy personable again,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
not these things that are so far out.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, there's this new thing that, well, I won't say it's new, but there's this, we'll say new for lack of a better word, thing called spiritual directors now, who help you in your spiritual walk. So it's like a
Hmm.
counselor. Yeah, it's pretty common in the Presbyterian world or the Catholic world or the more reserved
Gotcha.
denominations.
Gotcha.
But the truth of the matter is, it's someone to help you grow spiritually, and it
Mm.
impacts your entire life. And these are people who are credentialed, such as yourself, who have a spiritual component that they focus on. And they tie it all together so that you are a more rounded person.
Mhm.
What I love about you is that you're genuine, right? And you don't come off churchy, but I know I know you know what I know about you, right? Right. So we want to leave that right there. But I know that I can trust you with my brokenness. You'll help me heal and still allow me to be me, but still respect me and my role as an elder.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so when we stop trying to put on fronts to
That
save
part.
face for
That
people
part.
who really don't care,
That part.
and just be like, I need your help and I need it now. Like, we need our
Mhm.
money, we need it now. I need your help because I'm falling apart. And if you don't come get me, it's going to be a mess.
Yep.
And I've called you several times, said, listen, if you don't come now, get the bail money together
You got
because
about
it's going to
3
be
seconds before I'm in county lockup.
right. Listen, but we have to be honest with ourselves. And
Mhm.
therein lies most of our struggles, is being honest with ourselves.
Mhm. That's a
So
whole nother, we're not even
it's
going
a
to touch
whole
that.
other session, but okay.
We're not even going there. We're not going to touch that. So, we're getting ready to wrap up, and I want you to tell the people like where they can find you, how they can learn more about you. If you guys have any closing thoughts or comments, drop them in the chat right now, wherever you happen to be joining us from. If you happen to come on late or you catch this on the replay, hashtag replay, jump right back into the conversation. I will make sure whatever questions or comments that you have are addressed at a later date. So, talk to the people. Tell them where they can find you. I think I got your website up here. There it is.
Yeah, you can locate me, find me on social media. My social handle is at For Him Ministries LLC. But my website is forhimministriesinc.com. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I'm a big Facebooker because I'm a little bit older now. I'm getting into the Instagram world, but it's too much. It just be too much sometimes. But I'm getting better. I'm getting better. But you can find me on my page. You can find me on my own page, which is Elder Danielle Paul, which is where I do most of my communications. I am actually in the process of starting a group. So look for that to come out soon, very, very soon. There's a lot of things that are happening in Forehead Ministries life right now. We have been on this amazing journey with God. And I would not change it for anything in the world. And I am in a season of yes. So whatever he says to do, it's okay. I guess it's a yes, and I'm sure you're going to make it happen because I don't want to do it. But obedience, I found, is a lot better than sacrificing my peace and my joy and my willingness to be in His will. But you can catch me on social media. I am often on here at 9 o'clock, chiming in, making jokes, acting a fool. That's what I do because I love Dr. Tiff. But I also love the Lord.
Mhm.
And so I'm a regular type of. I need a part two. Come on, Sister Kirsha. Let the Lord use you. Cause somebody ain't want to really talk, but we're gonna let that
Kirsha,
go.
you're stirring a pot and you don't even know it, sis. Okay?
Come through on Saturday. We are going to have a really good time. He left the 99. That's
Preach,
my
Pops.
daddy. That's my daddy. But we need to just be have fun, like have fun with being in church with God. Hi, mother, and just have fun with the mental health community. Be honest with yourself, like really be honest with what you are having issues with. Um, but I implore you to come out Saturday because I am telling you we are going to have an amazing time. Again, it's at New Covenant Church of Philadelphia, located at 7500 Germantown Avenue. It's at 1 o'clock. We have six amazing women who I know God. And just so we clear, it's not a church service. However, however, if the Lord say fit to have church, I'm just
Wow.
going to follow through and we're going to have church. But it
Wow.
really is just a time we're going to share. And my heavy is Dr. J. Because I love her. I love her spirit. So she's last before me. Only because I know she has a word for the people.
Here she
Has a
go.
word for the people.
Here she go.
We're gonna let her loose. Let God use her.
Here she go. She's Yo, okay, it's time to go now. All right, thank you so much. It's time for you to go away. Um, yeah, she cutting up
Mm,
bad. Kirsha,
it's
don't
okay.
encourage her either.
Come
S-
through on Saturday, Miss Kirsha.
Kirsha's in New York.
That's about an hour and a half. You
Kirsha's in
need
New York.
tolls and gas. I got you. Come on down. I got you tolls and gas. I got an
Lord,
easy pass. Oh, my
Sabria,
sister's on. The hostess with
excited.
the mostest.
Excited is an understatement. I
Yeah,
know Saturday is gonna be just like so bomb.
yeah.
Just because one, I know how you are about things, and you got the spirit of extraness on your life too, because
The extraness.
you don't never do nothing halfway.
I don't
So
know how. I don't
good.
know
That's
how.
why we get along.
Yeah,
That,
I can't.
that's
I ain't
exactly
about the
why we get
average
along.
life. I've been average in my life.
Nah, it's a
I
little too
don't like
boring.
that. Yeah, I
A
know.
little too boring.
I
A
need
little
the
too
whole
boring.
wow effect. If it don't wow you, I gotta do it again. And you know I gotta do it again.
And you will again,
I
and again.
know.
I'm not sending you this. I don't like the way it came out. Well, can I see
Mm-mm.
it? No, because I
Mm-mm.
don't like it. Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay. So yeah.
Yeah, try again. Hold
So I'm
on.
telling y'all, Saturday is going to be unforgettable.
Absolutely.
Oh, oh,
You come to
Sharon.
Brooklyn?
Whoa,
Come
Sharon.
through Brooklyn. We're going to Brooklyn.
We going to Brooklyn
Brooklyn,
now?
you're in the house. We're going to.
See? Okay, it's
I'm
late.
sorry, it's
It's
Elder Dan.
past her
Oh, my
bedtime,
bad. I'm sorry.
and
You know my
she's cutting
bedtime
up.
is not existent.
Um, Sharon, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have a forum that you would like for us to attend, I will, send me a request on the website. I will drag this lady along and we'll be there.
She
So,
said,
yes,
yes.
yes.
We going to Brooklyn. I'm excited.
We're worse. I have to tell you that when you get the
Yeah.
two of us together, we're worse. We had a
Listen.
meeting, like a collab, back before Grand Lux closed, right? And we got there
Yeah.
at like 7:30 and we looked around and we were the only people left in the restaurant.
Oh,
Like,
we had an
so
amazing time though, right?
that was really
Yeah.
cool. She said, Kirsha, we need to work on this. Oh Lord, she getting Kirsha. Listen, Kirsha is, you don't tell Kirsha something. Kirsha's like a dog with a bone. You don't give Kirsha an idea because Kirsha will not let you go. Okay.
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go.
Kirsha snatched my wig about me not like promoting my, because Kirsha does leadership and career counseling.
Okay.
um and Kirsha kind of snatched my wig the other day about she said, I know. Oh, so you doing this on purpose? Okay, Sharon, we was cool, but now I see what you're doing. You calling the big dogs on me. Kirsha was just like, what are you talking about? Like, you do more than
Wow.
that. Because I said, I'm just doing something. And she
There
was
is
like,
no just in your
"Ju-
name.
oh my
There is no
God, if you don't
just.
sound like Kirsha.
There,
Kirsha,
yeah. There's no
I'm sorry.
judge.
I'm not gonna tell all your secrets, Kirsha. I'm not gonna tell all your
I
secrets.
love her
Um,
already. I love her already.
Kirsha is the bomb. Kirsha is my another sister, another black woman in business who is also a
Good.
believer, and just really cool people. So you would like her too. So, but anyway,
Yeah.
I'm acting like y'all
Kersha,
just in
call
the
me.
living room and we
Right.
chilling. Kirsha, don't call her.
Kersha,
Kirsha,
call me. Listen,
Kirsha, don't.
DM me, call me,
Kirsha
Kersha
and
and
Jesus.
Jesus. See, I love it. I love it.
No. Mm,
Absolutely.
mm.
Absolutely. Let's make it happen.
Sharon is really Sharon. Why
Let's
you
make it
doing this?
happen.
Sharon is
The
okay.
people
Sharon.
need this. The people need to know that there is peace. Boni mama, mama.
No, we're not. Okay, focus,
Okay, I'm
focus,
sorry. Elder
focus.
Danielle Paul.
Focus.
Hallelujah. I'm sorry.
Wait,
I'm gonna do better.
Sharon said this is personal now. Sharon, why? Okay, fine. Cause all y'all gonna do is gang up on me. Cause
I'm done.
I can't. Anyway, let
Anywho,
me give my church announcements. You lady go back to the green room. I love you. Thank you so
love
much
you
for
more.
your
Thank you for
yes.
the opportunity.
And I will see you shortly. Go in the green room. Don't leave. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So church announcements, because we can't have church without church announcements, right? You already know the biggest one is join me this Saturday. I need to see your face in the place. There, it's gonna be phenomenal. Like I said, I'm gonna have a giveaway. You're gonna have some thanks, Kirsch. You're gonna have some wonderful other women who were there presenting and sharing from their hearts about the projects that they're working on. There are other authors, there's food, there's coffee. Y'all know I love coffee. There's all kinds of things. There's gift. All just listen. It's going to be something for everyone, and beyond the actual products and things that the folks are going to have available, you're going to get to hear from some really, really amazing women. And it's a day for you, whether you join us virtually or you're live in the place with us. It's going to be an opportunity for you to practice one of the biggest things that I always talk to you guys about, and that is self care. Just taking some time to fill your cup. This event is going to kind of be a 2 for 1. You get to be a little social, you get to get a little bit of your spiritual cup full. It's going to be an amazing event. Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to miss it. The other thing that I want to remind you guys of is that tickets are still available for November the 6th. All right. So, in true church fashion, I want you to turn to your neighbor and say, November the 6th. Okay. November the 6th, we're going to do a self care for strong friends healing seminar. What is a healing seminar? It is pretty much a group of women who are going to come together, and we're going to unpack the things that keep us from developing a comprehensive self care plan. And we are going to commit to taking better care of ourselves so that we can then pour into the people and the things that matter the most to us. So, all of that information is going to be on my website. um oh Lord, I didn't started something. Now Sharon's gonna hook up with Daniel. Oh Lord, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, but it's okay. It's the good kind of trouble. So thank you guys so much for joining tonight's show. If you have any comments about show topics that you'd like to see covered, if you have a story that you feel like you want to share and you want to come on and be my guest, send me a message or drop in my DMs. You can send me a message at www.awakeningchange.org. You can also find me on all of the socials and just send me a message there. But reach out. Let me know the types of content that you would like to see. All right. I don't take for granted that you guys spend this 45 minutes or so with me each week. I really do appreciate it. Looking forward to, another one came up. Hey, Pops. Thank you. Um, I do look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday. And until then, stay safe and be well. Love you guys. Bye bye.